What's up, Kiko? What? I never have luck in this one, but maybe. Oh, it's the one that it's one that timer just shuts on and off. The one Catfish Trials. I don't know if you ever played it, Alex. It's either on or off, or you'll catch a few fish at the start and then I don't know. It's the wackiest thing to explain. Not one of my favorite ones, I'll tell you. I've played in it before, and 25 minutes of it was dead out of the 30, so I hope that doesn't happen, but it might. Oh, is it 45 minutes? Oh my god, it is 45 minutes. Yeah, even worse. Alright, here goes nothing. Maybe I'll get a bite rate, maybe I won't. I have no idea. I thought about trying it sometime and just doing bait the whole time just to see how bad it would be, but it's really hot and cold, in other words. There's a nice bass to start. Hey, Owen, how you doing? You got a spinner from that lucky... Oh, nice. I'm gonna pick this up so I don't have to sit and listen to it. Rotten minnows. Favorite song? Oh, I don't know, dude. I like a lot of songs. That's a tough one. I don't know if I could just pick one, man. I like Shinedown's version of Simple Man. That's a really good song. If you know who they are. Oh, I'm really about to start throwing bait out in this thing. Well, in real life, my favorite lure are rattle traps, what they call jerk baits on here. And probably kind of a tie with plastic worms. I don't think I'm going to get a fish. 5 minutes in, not one catfish. Come on, bro. I do believe I am dead late. Maybe I should just skip this when I did the Halloween event. 23 pounder, huh? Oh, even Lone Star's got Ghost Pike? Dude, they're not even gonna give me a trophy, are they? I don't know, fellas. I'm thinking about just doing bait. I don't know what the point is in this one sometimes anymore. Oh, great. Of course I don't have it with me. What's up, Tony? You did a small video on your vacation? God grief, is there wrecked on the road? With a beautiful sunrise? Dude, why am I not even missing on comments? Okay, Tony, I'll be looking for him, man. Good grief. This, I swear, this is a waste sometimes. Why did I even sign up for this one, fellas? Alright, I'm done with the crankbait for a while. You guys see why. What's the point? It's just on or off. On or off, literally. See if I can get a catfish this way. I should have just started out and tried bait. Did anybody else sign up for this comp, or was it just me? Because this thing's... Whew. What I never understand in this one, why isn't there not just at least a channel cap biting? You didn't catch a single. At least I'm not the only one, Essex. I know how to do this when I think we all do. It's literally just the fish timers on and off for certain people. I don't even know how more to explain it than that. It's just odd. I mean, you throw a 3-0 out, you should be able to at least get something quick. Of course, it's going to be a channel cat. I almost expected that. Yeah, this one's frustrating. I really don't even know why I signed up for it. In other words, I never had trouble farming on these peaks, but when you go into the comp, it's just like, I don't know, it's got to nerf certain people and buff others. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Hey, Luke, how you been, buddy? What have you been up to, bro? No, I had somebody tell me that they like it. Is that the one where you got a semi and stuff, and you got a kind of like the Ice Road show, something like that? You're delivering stuff with the semis. If it's the same thing I'm thinking of. There's literally no fish biting at all? Oh, man. Come on, just give me one more flathead and I'll rotate out of here. First cast at Everglades, got 11-pound uni, nice. Yeah, I like both the bass competitions there at the Everglades. They're both fun. The Everglades on here is a fun map. This one should be a lot more fun. I don't know why they have to turn the timer off. Makes no sense. Alright, there's 2 trophy. Now, let's see if they'll actually turn this part over here on for me. Shall see. This one's just so sporadic. I've played it with the crankbaits before and got 1 uni or 4 uni, but it's never consistent. That's where I've got to the point of last couple times I'm starting to lean more towards bait in this one. Just because the casting forever and not hardly catch anything drives you crazy. Oh, come on. There's blue cat and flathead over here. And channel cat. No, typical catfish trials. I started with a crankbait and caught one in like 7 minutes, and I've switched to a float for now. If you know the agony of this one, Richard, 6 million empty casts with a crankbait, no matter which one you throw out there. So I just keep trying to enter this and hope one of these times they actually give me a bite rate. Trying to remain optimistic. It's tough. Like, where's... Yeah, it feels like it, Richard. I'm about to start leaning towards... I've noticed that, too, the last few times in cats and night catchers, too. It seemed like my crankbait wasn't working like it used to. Oh, I didn't even think about trying soggy bobber. But even like right now, I should have had at least a channel cat bite this thing. Like, come on. That's why I'm going such a small hook size, just to try to get... Oh, bro. What's this? Finally, at least a channel cat. Luke's in North Carolina. was barely worth catching. Trying this pulled into a bite at this point. Yeah, I've already got two of them, Richard. I don't know. I probably casted a crankbait like 10 times, and I was like, oh, okay. I've had enough. I'll go back over and try it here in a second, though. But this is one of these, I mean, you're fishing at Quanchkin for crying out loud for catfish. It should be absolute high scoring. Everybody should be catching fish. It's just an awkward way they do it, I think. I did not even, what? Yeah, that one could be a little slow too, but this one here, it's literally just slower. And I forgot my stars and stripes on top of it, so crankbait. Yep, that's what's even. Same thing happened to me with the snakehead thing on St. Patty's Day, and I was laughing. But I was thinking to myself, boy, if you play in a catfish trial, though, they just don't bite. Dude, not one flathead over here? Come on. Yeah, like I've been saying, Richard, in free mode, they don't have to deal out winners and losers. That's just what it feels like to me. And Apparently they did not want me to do well on this one again. Now come on, there's no way there's not one flathead over here. Not even a common? Well, yeah, it's the way I look at. I've noticed it since I started playing in all these things in February. It just feels like in free mode, the fish are there, you just gotta catch them. Here, it feels like they're on a timer. And then you got the blockers. Oh, man. I'm hoping they at least turn a couple uniques on for me at this last 10, 15 minutes. That'd be great. There we go. Timer's on. Come on. Well, see, that's the thing. I've played in this before, Richard, where it starts out. I don't know if you've ever had this happening with a crankbait. You fish for the first 15 minutes, you get 5, 6,000 points, and then it just dies. Or it starts out really slow. That's what I mean by it just feels like there's a timer on and off. In other words, your timer could be on at the start, and then it goes dead after you have a good start. Or vice versa. No consistency, in other words, they'll never feel like. Well, maybe I can get a blue cat over here. Oh, that's fine, dude. I'm surprised my cat, he's usually going around me on. I don't know what he's doing now. One unique, huh? And an undersized unique at that. Oh, jeez, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. That's why I was laughing. They give me one unique and it's an undersized one. Because there's the multiplier. I think I've got 5 catfish in however long this has been going, 32 minutes. 2 channel, a unique flathead, I might have had 6. I thought about breaking my spod reel and throwing a bunch of catfish destroyer out next time my spod rod. Maybe it'll break the timer. Come on and turn the bite on for crying out loud. I don't even know. Don't know. 5-0 and crayfish. Let's see what happens. Oh no, hold on. Why do we do columns? I don't know, Richard. I don't know. Some of them I'm about to. This is about to be one of the ones I just take all the way off my list. It's too inconsistent. Now, if I was trying to catch the drum or something a little more rare, I mean, this place is full of catfish. Everybody should get plenty of bites in this thing. That's what always drove me crazy about this one. And the crankbait I caught my uni on was a 6-0, not the typical 5-0 stars and stripe that most people use. So shouldn't mine have been in the 60s too, but no. I've caught a trophy channel cat over here and a common flathead the entire round. Used a float over here, and I want to say 2 different cranks. Slimy crank and the X Series crank. Is there not going to be any fish spawn? Dead as a doornail. Common. No. It still is a trophy. Yeah, I appreciate it. I may or may not pay in the Maroon University. I'm not sure yet. Appreciate it, Richard. Debating on doing that or going for my legendary on the angler. I don't know yet. I'm not getting good RNG today for sure. Just not my day, I don't think. No, I don't care to know. Yeah, Richard, they're saying that it's pretty, he's harder to track down than you got the fight time on top of it, so it doesn't sound that fun. What is it, Exile? You catch two fish and then reset to another spot, catch two fish, reset to another spot. Is that what you're saying? Or because, yeah, who knows? There might be. Well, after he said that on the fly like a butterfly, where you just, what do I got to do to make the lake work again? Spawn over here and then come right back? Is that what you're saying? The game's broke, and then you get bites. I just don't think I enjoy this comp anymore. If you cast to spawn the fish timers, they travel back, give or take about 60 seconds. If you have to cast to spawn the fish, what am I dealing with now? Why is the bite rate broken? Because definitely every time I've played in this Exile, it's either on for the first 15 minutes and it dies, or it's like this. Time of day fish multiplier. You have to find the holes with the 3x or higher multiplier for the fish spawns and rotate them. So in other words, where I caught the one uni, you stay there and don't move. Or just don't even play in this one. That sounds like a better option. Well, how's the guy supposed to know that, Exile? Basically what you're saying is if... So basically some of these guys know exactly how many fish are going to be at each spot on every peak, and they write down every peak because it's a little different. That's just insane. So basically players that did this for an eternity, for this spot for example, if it's a 3x multiplier, you mean the spawn rate of the fish is going to be 3 times what normally would be. I mean, it kind of explains why that one time I come in here and I'll catch 4 or 5. At one time I caught 4 uniques from this spot alone. So base spawn is 2 fish. If it has a multiplier, it spawns that many fish extra in that time of day. So what would you do? You go practice the same exact peak, find out where they are, and then they come in and fish that exact way because they've already fished the same peak in a template? That sounds like a lot of work. Good grief. It kind of takes the randomness out of it though. And have those spots mapped out. That's insane though. That's just a horrible way of doing it. Why wouldn't it be random? How do they expect the common players to come in and be competitive then? I mean, I believe what you're saying. I believe what you're saying, but just an odd way of doing it. Very odd way of doing it. Very odd way of doing it, for sure. Then then once you do that, yeah, no, I believe what he's saying, but you guys, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And if I keep saying this, but if the devs would ever look at this stuff, that's a nonsense way of doing it. So unless the guy's got, and I've got time to game here and there, but I work 7 days a week as well. But I feel sorry for the guy that comes in and tries to have fun in something like this. And if it's truly like Exile's saying, where you got to spawn, practice this peak 2 days in advance if you plan on participating in this. Practice this 2 days in advance. My game don't even load. What's the point? I think it's because this thing's going on. Okay, explain this one more time, Exile, so even the people are watching on. So what you're saying is the theory is, yeah. Well, yeah, but that I don't know why they don't look at that though, because that makes no sense. So basically, players are going to practice this template. They're going to know that there's more of a chance you get 3 to 5 fish here, or if you get 2, you're going to know that spot's only going to have 2, where you could go to a spot at this particular lake for sure, because I've seen it happen in the lucky spot where you get 4 or 5 unique in one spot. But so it's basically the same, and I've even did it in Dancing with the Pike, got 2 or 3 unique pike and Dancing with the Pike in one spot. I remember Big Legit telling me this lake's broke. So, but what you're saying is they practice exact template. You can pinpoint whether you're going to get 3 or 6 catfish here, 3 or 6 catfish here, and then so basically all they would have to do is spawn over here like this, wait 60 seconds, spawn right back, and then the spawn just refreshes itself like it's reset. That's just an insane way of doing it, in my opinion. Especially if players can pinpoint exactly how many fish are going to be there. With the rod in the water to set spawns. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to hear any more Exile. I'm the type of guy that likes to go into a competition and just fish it. For the most part, I don't mind rotations and knowing all that stuff, but for crying out loud, how's an average guy that works 8 hours a day, comes home, wants to compete in one of these things? There's no way for the guys that are sweaty and good God. Is that the same way in Lucky Spot then? Oh, you're saying just throw out and then just set? That's insane. So you cast out and then set with your line in the water for 60. Why is this a thing? Why do the devs never look at this? For oh my gosh. They don't even care, do they? They really don't even care. You have to render the fish in and location to render them back. That kind of takes the fun out of it, knowing all that, to be honest. I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm not even being sour. I expect to have bad rounds in here, but so what you're saying is an average person, he's going to come in, and for him to have good luck in that, He's literally going to have to just be at the right place at the right time, not knowing to leave your line in the water for 60 seconds, spawn back to the spot you're just at with a 3 to 5x multiplier. What? And on top of it, know what peak and what time of day those spots are usually active with a multiplier. That's just insanity. Absolute insanity. Yeah, I understand that part, North. It's just, well, it kind of makes sense what you're saying. Like I said, I've had really good runs in that before where it's just, it does seem like there's a weird multiplier because I was just catching fish after fish after fish, and then I go somewhere else and it's just dead the rest of the thing. Well, see, and that's what I was under the impression that the AI kind of it's programmed to spawn, but man, let's hope so, North. It would make more sense. I can see why so many people get disgruntled, so to speak, or discouraged. The average player trying to come in and, but yeah, I don't even, as much as I play and try to have fun and stream to you guys and try to figure out some of this stuff, I don't know that I'm going to sit in a template, figure out what spots are all active, at what time, at what peak, keep a notebook on it, and then say fish here, here, and here at this time. And by the way, leave your line in the water at another spawn point and then spawn back after 60 seconds. Oh, the amount of time it must have took teams to sit and figure that out too. It's got to be insane. How much time that would have took. 47 minutes. Cuckoo chill. I don't know, Tiger. I've never tried it that way. I've never even in free mode tried to. Level 20. Look around on my playlist at Farm and Lakes there, Caden. I think that's your name, maybe. Or see, you can look at my playlist on FP Farming Lakes. That should help you out some, man. But yeah, I don't know. Don't mean to sound like a downer Dan, but that's, I don't know. I never thought that would even work like that. I mean, I guess it does make sense why it feels like there's a timer on and off all the time now. Is that the same? So you're saying that every lake then Exile, is that why the big bowfin hunting is so absurd? Basically, though, going by what you said, Exile, you could basically just have two spots and go back and forth between the two spots once you milk that spot dry, so to speak, depending on how that plays out on that peak. That's insane. So then that's probably definitely like that in Lucky Spot. And that would explain like one time I play in it and get 4 uniques, and the next time I get 9 or 3. Need at least 3, but the concept's right. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Hey Tom, how have you been? It was good, man. It was good. Watched a bunch of football. My niece has got made the varsity cheerleader squad, so we watched some Friday night light football basically, and my nephews are 6 and 8, so I got to watch them play Pop Warner Saturday. So it's pretty much a football weekend. I'm just gonna kill a couple minutes over here for a second. Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. We had a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to look for an extra spot in this real quick, and I'll probably go catch some pike while I'm waiting. But I got about 40 minutes for this thing. I guess I'll play in this stupid thing. Did you already get your legendary, Tom? That's too far. I've caught. Well, you can see on my screen there. I've caught. I gotta get. I just started on it, Tom. I was out of town, so I barely. I'm gonna do it here in a second. I'm just looking for another spot at Maroon for Maroon Diversity, so I'm trying to find a spot I can catch or cast at 3 different spots other than the normal spot that most people use. Don't know if it'll be worth it, but I'm gonna. How deep is that? So is that what they're doing on this one too, Exile? They just have a hot spot and it goes cold, switch to another spot and come right back. This one's gotten to the point where they get 100 in this thing anymore almost. This definitely is not the spot to want to be. No, I literally was just starting on the ghost essence just to get some of the pike caught. I doubt, I don't know if I'll, between switching back and forth between this and the angler, I don't know how much of it I'll actually get done. Probably not enough. In other words, I do not have any insight on it for you, buddy. I'm 4 years into the game, Tom, and I still haven't even caught all my ghost pike. I think the only events I've completed was the Christmas and the St. Patty's. I did part of the 4th of July thing this year, finally. That one's easy. As I said, the guys in the chat's probably already did a bunch of them. I've literally just caught a few pike. This is not going to be fast enough. That's spot already now. Too bad. Oh, Tom, you did see that thing for 99 bait coins, though, didn't you? You get the 13 roach spoon, X amount of bony shad, blade spinner, all that. I was happy they had that. Dude. You finally got the famous roach spoon. The funny thing is, I think I've gotten Tom to where at Kanik, I've been liking the for the Chinook, I've been liking that trophy flat spoon 6.0 a little better for whatever reason. You got it in the pumpkin? Nice. Probably don't even really need to mark that, but I'm gonna go look for some pike here in a second, boys. Did you say they were at St. Croix, Quanchkin, Lone Star, and the blade spinner? Nice. And Mudwater. So I'm guessing at the, I got a ton of markers now. Or no, I don't. Why does it say only, oh, hold on. That would be why. Alright, that ought to be good for that. We'll see. I don't think I've played that in a month. I'm going to try St. Croix, boys. I got a little bit of time to kill, so I might as well get a little bit more of this mission done. But basically, since you're fishing with these at night, you don't have to worry about blockers in the cove. Is that where you guys are catching these at, in the cove? Or does it even matter? Somebody was telling me they like St. Croix, so I was just going to try for fun. Did you do it at St. Croix, or where'd you do it at? My bad, bro. That'd be part of it. I don't know. I thought that was one of the ones on the list. Good catch, bro. Okay, guys. Let me be technical in this. Do I have to catch all these at? I don't have to catch all these at the Emerald, right? For this part of this mission, it doesn't matter, right? In other words, if I don't want to grind the Emerald thing, I can hop around. I can already tell you the blade spinner is not going to want to be one of my favorites. Yeah, I didn't. I think before this started, I only had in 4 years north. I only had 9 or 10 ghost spoon or ghost pike. I normally just played this game from like November to February, and then I wouldn't play this game. I normally played Battlefield 1 in summer. This is the first summer that I played this game all year long. So, in other words, by the time the game had added something, I was too busy farming up to worry about the event. So I was trying to play catch up and level up. So normally I'd open a few pumpkins and then I'd get the farming. That's how I only had the one roach spoon. Good grief. Yeah, that's why I thought roach spoon was on there. That's why I was casting it a second. Because back in the day, I think that's what you had to use was the roach spoon, I thought. Well, yeah, north and I was usually off work, or my hours are really short in November to February, so that was a better time for me to play. As grindy as this was compared to Battlefield, I could just turn it on and play it. I didn't have to feel like I felt like it was a chore on here to try to level up whatever lake and stuff they'd open. So I normally would grind it in the winter time and then be done with it by February. God, is this lure this bad, or is there just no pike over here? Golly. Maybe. Okay, they do exist. Eleven, 12. Only 18 more. That might take a good 4 hours. I'm guessing the albino gar have to be more active than this. Both of them from the same spot. Thank you, Dutch. I appreciate that. I'm struggling as it is over here, bro. Without texting on the game. Yeah, I'm just trying to do a few of these things in between comps here. Very slow luck. But Dutch, it's got to be nice that you got all that money now. You can go around picking up all the prizes fairly cheap now that you got rich at the Congo. Yeah, and I just got back from a mini vacation too, Dutch, so I'm way behind on all this stuff, so I'm trying to do a little bit of it in between here. Well, try